Sika eye moja ampa enenso ye mamunyi nara akwaba ede bafa hudie wa wo amanfo afide yesese mo start na moko YouTube. I'm on both platform. YouTube na monko subscribe eniama ni bebre was say sometimes ye pese adwuma ne koso na ye ne eboro se nti eya na wako we YouTube na wako subscribe and YouTube me wo with the same name found hudie we hotspots show. And then my name is Sogah yasan abebium and ye beka niama bebre. Yen topic is just very very simple and yen edia to dwa wo ho no wa beka ye ho no mesrew share the video where tiko wo video na tiko na enko mbiabia na yen fensua de na ye besua de personal development leading to nation building. Ghana first and a media to Ghana first personal development and then ushe amanone and nanokura yesi oma discover the enkurampo. There was onipa a pig the pig nipa kuma was ni one of the organs ni bia kwhye a pig mu pig ewiase kwa nim. And so Ghana for we are still fighting over how to even survive. I thought we've gone past that. Do a comment in comment section. Yes, fawano bra fawano tum yebekasa ako how a nipa no over develop yourself na ebe transfer into where you work, your surrounding, your community, your family, your home. into a nation building. Yantete yen ho ye Africa for yantete yen ye into ene ye bre leaders bre ewo man no so na ye pese yen na ye sisu sese no ye tete ye ho ne ye de kowura mabunu no mu na kyese wo mo ba ya ba di akirefo etimi abe sua ye man no akodum pempenso bi a enya niwu se de ye niwu sei. My sister Sewa Nyankopon Shra, welcome on a platform. Mazo Nyamin Shra, brother Dan Nyamin Shra, Maxwell Munyina Nyamin Shra Munyina Munwa netiko. Please invite somebody and help someone also to invite another person. And na yeba be kasa ukọ abrochime mu ne niama baby a yefre ho developed. Yesi Africa Ghana for ye developing country ye developing poni na ye bracing. Ye ba besua yankasa ye hunemu asem ye mfi asem said ye be ya ye betimi ehu nyansa se ye hu nyansa gina ye nimu a. And I know Kennedy Japan, young Papa Kennedy Japan. I had advice for him if he can take it. Or the obi ase and a beto ho as or my muo. Or the Kevin Taylor. Ne mami owo no ne papa de we ne mami bre ye ne papa bra or bre. Eno no animu o mad underwell o sie. Eno fo se Ghana fo Jimmy. Still a Jimmy. It is still a da so judge the book by the cover, right? Mpacho nipa ni abue sese. Sa na ye de bu man no me ka kire say maame no ton kwadu no ne ba no na nka say age nkwa nso ene wo de ne kwadu ton no mom na wo de abu anefo ene Nyankopon hira wo na ye nsu enyansa e wo ne aye ba besua mu me ne me papa Dr. Sogah beto so na ono ankasa ene de ye ba bedi abrabomu enkomo abrabomu nkomo abrabomu nsem moma ye ntie advice bi a metie ye na ye ne nyansafo na ekasa moma ye ntie just a short way bi na yemfa enka yen way hu.
Donkey told the tiger, "The grass is blue." The tiger replied, "No, the grass is green." The discussion became heated, and the two decided to submit the issue to arbitration. So they approached the judge lion. As they approached the lion on his throne, the donkey started screaming, "Your Highness, isn't it true that the grass is blue?" The lion replied, "If you believe it's true, then the grass is blue." The donkey rushed forward and continued, "The tiger disagrees with me, contradicts me, annoys me. Please punish him." The king then declared, "The tiger will be punished. 3 days of silence," he declared. Well, the donkey jumped with joy and went on his way, content and repeating, "The grass is blue, the grass is blue." Well, in private, the tiger asked the lion, "Your Majesty, why have you punished me? After all, the grass is green." The lion replied, "You've known and seen the grass is green." The tiger asked, "So then why do you punish me?" The lion replied, "That has nothing to do with the question of whether the grass is blue or green. The punishment is because it is degrading for a brave, intelligent creature like you to waste time arguing with an ass. And on top of that, you came and bothered me with that question just to validate something you already knew was true." You see, the biggest waste of time is arguing with a fool and fanatic who doesn't care about truth or reality, but only the victory of his or her beliefs or illusions. Never waste time on discussions that make no sense. There are people who, for all the evidence presented to them, do not have the ability to understand, nor do they want to understand. They just want to argue.
Onua a wabeka ye ho we are shasiye. Afena ya shasiye. Unye late. I want you to share the video as much as you can. I'm on YouTube as well. This is Fahundie Hotspot Show. Memory that biara mene Dr. Sogah ote America or US me wa Canada. Yene mene no eba be didin komo. Adisua is good for you. What we just heard was just a starting. My brother don't thank you, and your sister thank you. Anyways, thank you very much. We just listened to a way Anansi story. Anansi some me pesa yadisha or say never waste time to argue with a fool. Frankly, they don't care about the truth. And nontina enese ye can say gas rate akosro or se umamiti kakraka. We yen taxes aye bebre ema oman no ewu enkola adani ewudifuo mamefuo adani kaya yosufuo mamefuo sebi ohia ama Ghana ni ba enhu akonodie biom yede ye mmada ache akosi awawa ne owo hu bibi kan se oso mame ye tutu ni wo kura ma pant na wusi ose never to argue with a fool inti ene say when the grass is green obeka say the grass is blue eno ho abakosem na watie no inti onua wo hwe me share the video manenko baabia emra me ne Dr. Sogah eba betwetwe nkomo yi a wonso ba besua bibie from Dr. Sogah akwaba de ba fa ahudie show yi so mpacho the mute.
Yo, medase. Yeah, my own so achi. Na matiefo ne ahwefo nya nso edapa. Say enemom de me ante ana ya wo meto ho a ofa me a o ngenge me sa me de nante no. We free mu na ene omo aye na yi nso mentumi anko. O ye na je say me hwa na me passport ase me renew time am de me nsabe kan na enya de a metumi a continue mentumi am anyway but nyame adom bibia koyie na ye da so a ye koye nim ye bobra no na ye kai ye nananom ye maamenom ye nuanom a wo mo afiri mu wo mo modern bo a wo mo boy a wo mo de atata ye chi saa ya ene ye wo bebia ye wo no na yemfa ehu aseda ema ye twede ampon ye bofo nyankopon na onhye ye din na enyansa wo mo de ekuta ye de pia ye chi ya ye de beduru baba ye duru nenu ye nkuta saa nyansa num na yemfa mobra pa kire se ye dini ye nipa ya ye koyenim enti apiatiefo nyina pese me bomo abaso se monso modern bo eye ne mo betumi ede aboa ama nipa abrabo anya enkoso ebise nunti na yembofo no aboyen enkoso development ehia pa.
That's right.
Eti ndamwase
Yo Dr. Sogah ne yema wo yako Ghana for die ya na sebi obi nya ne baabi efa ho na ye respect ana say ye kai onipa na dwuma pa a oyeye na ye mfa ne nkoto baabi nso kwa ye fa no ye ma no befitting barrier nti ene ye ma wo yakọ ye hye mabusenfo nyina eden nso ene me da say yen topic no ya pick personal development leading to nation building. Why did we, when we say personal development, kura edien ena ye pa actually say personal development, Dr. Sogah?
Yeah, kasi personal development. Just say, we nipadua no, ya bo se brewiase no, ya bo se ranebe tumpon, ranebe ye nipa. Na brofumu no, omo ka bibi se human being. Et na wohwe the nti omo ka se human being no. Eja say enidie no eyade a kyerɛ upon to upon. You are being human, becoming human is a process. So all of us are in the process of being human. Enti yakwara sɛ edua wofa sɛ mefa pear anase mango eduaba no a, I see the potential of a mango tree in the mango seed. Okay. Enti no, I know say in order for this sanya mango abai ababa beye mango dua eso aba no say upon to be mu, it has to go through a process. Process of being planted, the process of watering it, the process of that seed dying and then germinating, coming back to life. And then growing and being tended, nurtured, manured, cultivated, pruned when it needs to be pruned, and then finally, when it reaches the stage of flowering, we say, aduaba fedie ebo nhwire akakra ebeso aba. And to even to plant something is to initiate a process. And nipa bia no yawo se betumpon yawo you have been born to initiate a process of you becoming fully the person you were created to become and to be.
Okay.
Enti personal development. And then I say, say, nienti a yabo no, yawo abeto asasi so no. Wobɛhwɛ ho na wabɔ ho mmɔden atu wo ho mpɔn na wetumi awie pɛyɛ wetu anamɔn a ehia sɛ wobɛtumi atu na wabewie pɛyɛ ɛwɔ botaeɛ nti a ɔbɔ adeɛ no ɛde wabɛto asase wei so.
Okay. Na Ghana ni wohwɛ yɛn mpanyinfoɔ I just want us to go into a little bit in depth about personal development because obi nso feel say onya ni sika otwa ntoro say Mr. Kusi ne papa and odi ko twa ntoro obi man so na onya ni sika nti omfa medi ne nkrofo so. Is that when you say personal growth and as a personal development how can we translate it into the Ghanaian's mind so we can understand it? What does it mean and what does it look like to be efficient in terms of your personal growth? What are some of the things you go through as human being? You talked about the seed. Hello, mami ekuya fran nyam coupon shraw. Lovestian nyamin shraw. Ena mami esi do a nyamin shraw. I can see your mon share video me who se nipa. Oh, okay, my idea. Share. Put it on every platform. And then we are talking into how you develop yourself into your community, into your your country and the nation. Who da obi ebesum wetiko se wo na wobetimi agina ho ama Ghana. And na yede nkofo bi a yede tie na ebobo omo. And na yede silver we spoon feed you. Is that part of personal growth? Because it seems that Ghana, we have a different understanding of personal growth because he said, yeah, the Penyima Obia, they do a very poor job at it. Which area do you think, say, needs development personally as a Ghanaian, Dr. Sogah?
Yo, enti Ghana for kase nipa eno no ye se me kan no ayese aduaba bi a wadua ya enyini no ayese wo bosa aduaba no ho ban na enyini na ebeso abapa na Ghana no sania ye man no ene akoye no ene se yenhwe yankasa ye ho se yen sokra no ye wo nyankopon obo ade ama yen botaye nti a ode yen aba ewiase nti no eno akire ne ase ye hwe na ye bosa ebra no na personal development no and no just wo nipadua no wo hwɛ sɛ ɛsɛn na me bɔ me ho ban etu anamɔ sɛ de bɛyɛ a me nso me ho bɛba mfasoɔ ɛnyɛ ama mankasa me ho bɛba mfasoɔ ama ɔman ama ekuro ama ekuo a wodɔm anaasɛ ebusua a wodɔm efisɛ ɔpanyin bi a ne yɛfrɛ no John F. Kennedy, yeah, obebu US man, obedi US man so say president. Yeah, maybe a chemo ye bone chokun. Or can say me say, on mine but biano, e wabutaya, unyankupon edia bow say, the Bob Brower as I see so. And I'm saying, you know, won't ka say, a day na me man be ye amame. Na mmom eden na me meye ede aboa me man ama me man akoso.
Good.
Eno nti no eno no na ma yede aka se nationhood eba emfaso se obiara ohwe ono ankasa ne ho na ono ankasa bia ade a ono pe ya ade a timi ka se pese menkumenya ya opese ono nkwa na ono de odi mu na bibia ba mfaso ma ono nkwa no onye obi a obetumi aye oman ba.
Okay.
Ebi say eno no ema ade a friend no obrin friend no discord ana etutu nhihye atwene.
Good.
Na nti ameka sa ne say ewiase a ya be Onyankopon abo amaye ete say magnetic field. You can say magnetic field eno ye ewiemu enoma eboama bibia esi pepepepepepepe. Ntino ukoyi ade bia sese ewo baabi ukoyi free ho a ema nkonsom bi eba ewiemu. Enti sa for instance ade a ye ka say climate heat ni ade no ye hwe a ni adwen say carbon carbon emission na hwan ano na ama say ewiemu ayesa esay a ede ehyew ni ade ba but no kranya menimu anya no nko a e say wiase na ye wo no Nyankopon hihye bibia pepepepepepe Chiro kronkron say our God did not create an empty world, but he created it to be lived in.
Okay.
And with every human person with its spot and purpose in the world.
Okay. Hold on. You said something very important for the sake of the listeners. JF Kennedy, example be okay, say.
Yeah.
Every human being should look through them, say they have something that can benefit their nation. They should not be asking, say, what can my nation do for me? That means to say the nation has put down structures in place for you, like a chromoha way. You see, it's yours to discover. Yours to discover. And as I say, crampo dear, oma changing na ye we owa okay Canada new way no na no about to amame. We actually say there are things in place omo edia tutu kwan mu amawa. You must discover them so you can empower yourself and develop yourself so you can be useful to your nation. Now,
exactly.
I want to, what do you think we lack? Because paying Pierre what Ghana, enim sabe boya, JF Kennedy akin. Yen president we Akufo-Addo kura can be said, don't help the government build the nation or don't be spectators and
don't be a spectator, by a participant.
But participant, thank you. What is the equipment has our people put in place for us to participate in? Now, that is the number one. Yeah, that is the number one question because they tend to sort of pass a buck. Where do you think our educational system, where do you think is still lacking? What was lacking? I am paying for for personal development, or they were not equipped to develop themselves. So when they get there, they forget to say they are there to build the nation. Where do you think Africa, Ghana, just for the sake of our listeners, yeah, me person me de to Ghana ho. Na ye hu baby a asem no abana pro ye be den na ya revive no na etimi afiti that developer
Nyame ase sɛ abana apro no ebi nso wɔ hɔ a enyam pro na mmom ne enti a ama sa abana apro no ɛno na ɛsɛ yɛhwɛ ne yɛ ho adwuma sɛ de bɛyɛ abana ɛsan ɛba no ɛno so ambɛpro.
Thank you.
Na wo sɛ yɛka kasa bi sɛ ebi a asɛm bi si obi yɛ bibi na yɛka nipa kora sɛ wɔsɛ ogya na wekura oyɛ nipa anaasɛ so obi yɛ bibi a kyɛ sɛ ɛde nkɔsoɔ ɛba obi abusua obi asetena mu a nipa kora asimasi deɛ oyɛ nipa paa ne kyɛ sɛ that person no ɔno ne nipadua no waso aba ama ne ho aba mfasoɔ ama obi nti a yɛtumi ka sɛ saa nipa yi deɛ oyɛ nipa paa. Enti nipa no kyɛ sɛ wodi wo ho ni ne kyɛ sɛ wayɛ nipa ama ɔman anya ho mfasoɔ.
Okay.
Enti sɛ woyɛ obi a wonni wo ho ni a wontumi anya ɔman bapa. So ho. Na si yɛhwɛ sɛ ɛna nidie no so no efie yɛsɛ efie biara mu no eduapa bi a ɛso efie pa mu no ɛso abapa. Eduapa a ɛso ɛwɔ efie pa mu no ɛso abapa. Enti entity a yɛde tete yɛn no ɛwɔ yɛbusua mu ni nyinaa no ɛboa ɛkyerɛ sɛ efisɛ ɛhɔ efie ɛna yɛsua suban pa. Efie ɛna yɛsua sɛdeɛ yɛde yɛn ho ni. Efie ɛna kyerɛ yɛn sɛdeɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ nipa pa na wo ho aba mfaso ama wobusua ɛne ɔman a wote mu. Na sɛ wonyini na sɛ wusua sɛdeɛ yɛbɔ koro no, wonyini na sɛ wusua sɛdeɛ yɛbɔ apo, wonyini na sɛ wusua pɛsɛmenkumenya ɛne yɛe a wobɛyɛ dɛn na wo ho aba mfasoɔ ama ɔman.
Okay.
Ɛno nti no enti na saa self development yi ɛho hia paa. Sɛ yɛbisa yɛn ho question sɛ ɛbɛyɛ dɛn na me nso maso abapa. Ɛnwom bi wɔ hɔ a na yɛtaa to wɔ asɔre ase. Yɛn so yɛbɛyɛ dɛn na yɛaso aba. Yɛn so yɛbɛyɛ dɛn na yɛaso aba. Edi kanfo a waso aba no nti yɛn so yɛbɛyɛ dɛn na yɛaso aba. Nti nipa bia no ehia sɛ
we Dr. Mincha wa no so mpa ochaw eni die mu your brother Ras or sister, I have a really good solution to resolve the rotten nation Ghana. Your brother, keep developing yourself that way. It is a good thing. It is a good behavior. It is a good pattern of the way you are going. You have a solution. You see, you can't change the world, but you can change the world around you. The whole world won't be changing. So step by step, from fear, starting a change you imagine. Na omotimia supporto. Na yetimia be vote ama. Why? Young brother Ras no. Dr. Mpachoko so.
Yo medase. Enti ehia say yetimi ehwɛ saa nsɛm nyinaa. Bra na yɛkeka fix the country na binu mpanyinfoɔ no MPP mpanyinfoɔ no bi bɛka sɛ fix yourself na yɛbu afu ne ade no nyinaa no. Yeah, it's justified say yɛbu afu because you see wɔn fix the country no. Wɔn say fix yourself. Now say both sides are correct. Both sides are correct because sɛ bi anka yɛtumi atu yɛn ho mpɔn adi yɛn ho ni ehunu sɛ nipa koro yi a waba yi a wɔde sika bɛhyɛ me nsa wɔde ntoma ama me wato sardine ni ayi katimba kwa beche me se mento abama no se nya proya seminti a adenti na se obi ebeche me sika ansa na makoto aba ama no se me gidi pa se nipa no ya o si akan so opese obebu man na se me gidi se nipa no oye nipa pa ope oman hu yeye ya oninti meto abama no adenti na se sika wode ma wonti na se wokoto abama no.
Dr. Sogah said the Cropot, Mamin Kainia, Obi Atrowaha. Na Memfensi asemi so say the ignorance of one voter in a democracy impairs the security of all by President J.F. Kennedy. One person votes, one person, or say ignorance. The ignorance of one voter in a democracy impairs the security of all. And no na ye hu Ghana. And no na ye hu Ghana. Who can say the security? So self-development, what are some of the things? First of all, one must know to avoid being ignorant, being voter na emma impair the rest of the system, because we no say kurono Ghana no. I'm telling you, they have no self-development. They haven't developed themselves. They don't know the truth of Ghana. Mema yetie asem eniame bi na wahu baby ansem na yeko. Etie for brother Ben, nyame nhyira wo. Monkoso mfa mo submissions mra eboa manko we no conversation no. Doctor is a way an anthropology ewo US. Osua de ono otifie na osua oya research. Ghana yamfa we anko wa Ghana nkasesem na oye koko farmer bia. Koko no kura no oyo hie ni koko farmer, because oyo be up research up in fifimu, and as a Ghanaians we must develop ourselves to ask questions. Don't just take yes for the answer. Ask questions. Don't be afraid. And no amenemo bekasa say orifo na ba yen kromo no one omo be kromo say they didn't see any fool ewo Africa. Omo ewu any henny back Africa. Now the only way on bet me breaking your backbone is to take away wo culture, wo belief. She obi fa niya wo gidi eji free wa ye zombie. Waye wo Jimmy. Nobody was born Jimmy. And no chiremu. There has been enough research done. Africa for nye Jimmy for Ghana for nye Jimmy for yen tim bon yem bon yen papa no mo di abe remu sa. Uma me kwaji kropot eneda. When bisa se me nje kropot no kwase ase momfa kwan meda when bisa se me mesuku komu hu hiame. When bisa se me ma da chi security. When bisa hospital uma me kwaji kropot okoji milk, milo, okoji sardine, okoji corn beef, okoji tinapa wo me kwa mo apata refua de pa. Me anwe refua da. Inti doc, this is a very good discussion. O fifi nsemunti na ya na machi na beja na ya na magina adwene ni bi. Never reject and say ube refuse counsel or opportunity to get wisdom. So what you say, because any classroom is through experience, through your will, your power to climb up, even when you are tired. When it's confusing, ask questions. And yes, I won't see munyansa. Muma yensha de be for self-development na ye kan wasemono. Muma yensha de be a koso Ghana. An average Ghanaian has no clue how many taxes are MPP for the abekono. This is self-development. So when develop yourself, you have nothing to give to anybody. And no one something you can. So when you share, how can you give share? Canada Japan better now. I want some more can. Kevin Teller or Bema yedi and you may be a wo ye free walk or made a mad doors no crown and me so cinema de pa. Share obi can and phone before one. Menu switch it around, spin it around, make it yours, make it great. Draws we see your bad draws, that means we a bear my papi. Wuna wunim fem, una wunim quam. I'm more address in the cry, young roy, a cranamon with tico and I also draws and I of course or becan. Or the mammy, two. What Ghana ni ben? Nia waje university crampo no master ne sia pro no open the doors Nia wa university master be an sia pro ne ho kankan ono na ope wadu wa we university wo pe adwuma as a university graduate or Ghana enye bosses in please don't give me that bullshit to say obi emami no ye tutu ni eye ekro no so wickedness eno nti nipa sa kementela na esa nka wutie no tie because of the yawo ena ekasa wasan konya buroni ba waware no wo Ghana fo mo ye de yawo nkeka ne niama na atete ye nti wo kɔware kra ye se wo kunu no kra ma ndi mua na oba be setimi bie na no se ne kunu be ye de obroni ba wa bua Kevin please woni ma sen Kevin wo de wo hwe nipa na okasa na so if you don't develop yourself now what you wanna sensem keka say ya wo da you have failed because Kennedy Japan ba betena ho ye kwan ose wo ma meti wa bodam you don't deserve it or sim or ye or betena TV so say akwa bi oya reporter bi ose sanko no Kennedy ye president anko de ne beto table so egwa no a wicked mind like that moti hona eya mo de say inkurasefo nso di nachi that is the self development we are talking about onua sua bibi free mu doctor bravo or say your brother Dan say bravo we have a long way to go my brother we are almost there yeah me ankasa me only professor wo krom ha Mr. Kingsley a year or was so no a master organo no a master professor we sorry a school we principal wachira de wo krom for 19 kojo hon onimu fie nimu nsam nimu ne ekoso organa he was a writer for JJ Rollins time ono no obio tetefo journalist ni bi na e line you know iti mamo nya foko mo tete Ghana na na ye de journalist aye dross woro ene nkotodwe ena mo te Ghana ho na ye mode yen we papa Kingsley say for lack of knowledge we perish we need civic education everywhere we are as Ghanaians yeah Mr. Yeah and ne ochre we remembrance day ni oye won a classroom Ghana ni onimu hute ne papa ye be hwia no de ne fro we shape ko America onim ne nana ye be fa no onim akola ni nyina se de ye de ato ni tim ene se ne akufo ado ye de to ni tim no ai befu anya we mu ba hey nip them down this is that's what we are learning doctor mami wait few seconds na yen hwe ade bi na yen hwe how Ghanaians how the mentality is where we think the development needs to come through na ye de be wo mo se pane do menya doctors ne lawyers wo machi na Mr. Kings mo de mo nya ho hwe let's watch this one na mo ntie nsem bi a journalist fo nim wo Ghana uti Ghana ekrom wa journalist nya politician na so owe ne namo a wankasa wo be hu dompe ahodo ewom so omo fifi omotu mo hu nwi ahodo the red one white one enwi no nimfi adi wo president anase prime minister premier yen we omo empenfo nyina MP so omo gu ha nyina no omo nimu nwini ahodo exisi omuti so monti asem aga na ekoso ankrofo nim
nanse penye bi kan se yehu bi mpenyinsem da
say no
enyema bo eyeden ade chi ade se enyema bo be konanim ba se wo hwese within a short period of time enyema bo ebi akosoro 50%, 80%, 100%, 200%. Ne de keka ho a e je no de ani suso say ye na enyema bo akosoro 10%, 20%, 30% bi ena sika e ba Ghana fo butum so e kosoro a eno de yete ase because ye bo abrabo ko yanim nti ade chi ade sa na enyema be ko nanim ba se ntumu onyema bo mu no ko ye bum 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 without any commensurate increase in incomes and some pomponso na Ghana ya do.
Are you saying say Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia explanation no and sheda antasumwana because what Shem said at the moment what she said their COVID hitting all over the world.
Me pa mo che munti asem as a journalist too. She's taking the word of Dr. Bawumia ono ani mukura has nothing no knowledge nothing about taxation how the economy what Ghanaians got the rest of the world worldwide what it means for Ghana for COVID ebaye among for if you can hear me COVID ebaye people gain rather than omo bude montie monko anim kakara Namunsha, the type of people we have with platforms. Mumfan cheme, afina no, yeah. Neba. Hey, mumfan cheme. Aye. Okay, let me just remove it and bring it back again. Na yenhwe hawa.
Be any chefa, yes, ye chefa. A camia say, well, Teresa, whom be grass, economy to Sonia. You don't take that.
COVID na magana yede. Minueva. COVID-19 puna abwa ben ama ban na nyesika. Ewo se nka aban no dwen Ghana fo ho na ban ni mama mu a nka wo so mutimi hihye nyeme yi na dia hotoba. Because aban we have COVID ho awe akokopa. Hwe in 2019 your domestic revenue sika ye jeje no man ni mu eye to na 43 billion Ghana cedis. COVID-19 buyer most economies suffer in terms of revenue mobilization because of lockdown Ghana the yeti yan suffer and the revenue for 2020 COVID year na 45 billion more than what we got in 2019. Do because of COVID in T you Kasemba for more obwa and we are number one. COVID in T IMF wa my $2 billion. President Mahama mpo ID na tem so pa na se odne NDC aban the Ghana ko IMF no wonya just $960 million from IMF in its 4 years. But aban we no ka say IMF there haram in this Ghana ye ni omunye twaka bia no omo kwa IMF imprinu because of COVID omenya $2 billion. Apart from that COVID in T aban we akoye Central Bank of Ghana Omo catch parliament say omo pa approval to borrow from Bank of Ghana 10 billion cedis. But Oma borrow 20 billion cedis from Bank of Ghana.
Yeah, but government had to do some interventions.
Hold on. In 4 years, Joma amenya dum so.
Okay. ATF4, let's get back. Doctor, where do you think with the personal development
me share sadie we a esre rese sami jenfi o yin sam no eba to actually explicate the truth or the insam no to na journalist or kata so ahye na obi sansem hu no wahu
yeah
eno no kire say it's actually no a waste of time. We're wasting sami jenfi time cry.
Yes.
Sami jenfi abetena ho a opeso oyi ensem no eto ho na yehutumi hu se aban a obu ye man sisia actually ombu o man no tie ka se obi bu man a ne kire say he has respect, and because of the respect he has for the nation he does what is productive, but ombu o man no ntino once I will move man ni ye bia no nimguase na nipa say ya we journalist na we interview bi na nipa kro no wo bisa na sma wo yi nsem na no kire no na waka ni de na gu na wo de obi dia enunti ye kasa asem na wo de anumom na standard is a person here kasi personal development. Such a person no, he has no personal integrity.
That's right.
Just say onim utumi hu se onim pefe se no kran na se mejenfe ka no so on pese otie on pese edisa no kran no adwumanti no wode asemfoforo bebusa.
Okay.
So
okay.
Just a personal integrity no ebi ni ho.
Okay, but do you think don't you think it is across the globe, Ghana, the whole globe? Me who say Professor Abegina TV so say why must it be said the opposition party ninkotain and not uneducated, because that will be a conflict also of interest for them alone, because in some okay, these are facts. if you listen to it further, the taxes are Ghana for are been bombarded with on top of even crampo a gas petrol
Petroleum.
petroleum and kika taxes now and no maybe say the personal development is it a will or it is a skill? I'm asking.
As na meka free fiase ne say efia ya titu wo mu no. Safie no it plants the seed and the kind of seed that is planted and said ya sa eduaba na wo mu edua wo fie no said ya wo mo ahwe sa eduaba na amanenyi eduru ba bia ka so afa de it can grow on its own eno ehia pa so ahu enti no said ya na wo ka earlier say awofo bi wo ho a sabio mamemfa nkosa mamemfa nkosa area ho awofo bi wo ho a womo awo no womo di womo ba no ekohye awroba chese ebia opanyin we say o say me ba no na niji ne ho onwe ne ba no yiyeye mo onwe ne ba no enkoso but ade a wono as parent no obenya ntino no de ne ba no ehye opanyin we adenti because opanyin ni wasika.
Yeah, true.
So in that kind of a home environment, how does a young girl develop personal integrity?
That's
it's
right.
not there.
Yeah.
Because young fan titino, young fan nyan. So entity apaya idea here ewo omaimu because you see society, the development of a society is based on the family structure of that society. So because it is nkrofo a wo mu fie busuam no wo mu na ebebu man. Enti so obi fie busua bone mu a obeye den no obebu man pa.
Okay. Inti sesi ano where ohwe Ghana the way yatete obi a wo efie mu efie bi mo na no me de you see it is so Ghana your problem no it's too obvious. Yeah, we have been raised for homes and not for the nation. We were never raised as a patriotic Ghanaians. You were only raised say koma ofie na efie no maybe say efie no. Do they have their own island? Do they have their own governing way? Omodi bu omo ho a omo mpia bonten ana. Eno na doc, do you think is that the major problem, the culture, the way we were cultured? Do you think is the major problem? The development individually, and we have not developed to be successful with others. We are okay on our own. We are Osha Ghana for mama noni Osha chese meti adwumam engineer omo ye si school dan foforo omo ye you can all attest to it. Wa kwantu omu Osha omo be ye we mechanic we ewo wa adwumam omo ye China for ebi ye Angolians ebi ye omo ntebrofo mpo na oni omo tebrofo bad with a very heavy accent. Who Ghana ni kura say oye contractor ye dey na ba adwuma bi mu. So my question is how do we now move forward?
And the way forward ne say first of all no say ye san ko ye chiri kura ansa na abrofo no be ban say ye san ko ye chiri kura ne ye kokkohwe the values na ekuta ye nananom ya womodi ebuman ansana yetumi atumpon because yentumi and capture our foundation no it will not help us if say mindset yekuta no mindset na yekuta no akoye say ye bibie ni ye bia se eye se obroni de no but obroni de no eno no yen ana obesisi yen ade ye ne de enti so wo de asisi sem ana ede kire said ye buman a enye ye enti no we have to go back I see a koye chiri na ye kohwe ene sen hwe About 6,000 years ago, but they are not Ghana, Togo, Benin, Yoruba, Ivory Coast. Now your friend Western Sudan. Now Western Sudan, Sabra, na empire na ɛwɔ hɔ no was known as the Ghana Empire. Empire. Wow. Now at that time no, before say Ghana Empire no kran beba no, na your friend ɔhene a no odi sa area no so, your friend Wagu or anasa Wadugu, King Wadugu. Na King Wadugu no, ɔhwɛ areas a ɛwɔ yɛkase gold sika kɔkɔɔ a it has been discovered for thousands of years in our region. Enti baabi a sika kɔkɔɔ wɔ, baabi a kɔɔbere wɔ, baabi a ɛnkyene wɔ, baabi a edua a yɛde yɛde sisi adan, ɛnɛteɛ pa a yɛde sisi adan, ne nyinaa na saa nneɛma no na wɔhwɛ. Enti region biara no wapaw wɔhwɛ abusua no no wapaw abusua a edi nim no yi mu nipa de ayɛ sub chief in that area. Enti na wɔn sɛdeɛ wɔn si di bu man no nti na ɛma sɛ wɔn anya ɔman no akɔ so ama wɔn anya sika yɛ a ɛno akyire no ɔpanyin bi nso a yɛfrɛ no Marie Jata ohun sɛ saa ɔhene wei sɛdeɛ wɔsi ebu yɛ man no ɛyɛ but wɔama sɛ amanfoɔ bi efiri amana no ɛba ɛbɛsisi yɛn nti ɛsɛ yɛko na yɛgye yɛn man. Nanti me pese me yeah research kakra na me hu say okay the mentality anu wo mukuta that time no was say we need to develop our way of governance, our way of living. Said ye beya yenso ye betumi enye etumpon. Enti ma say o yesa ohene wagadu no efri ho ana no ebeye ebedi hene. Na wodi hene chire no he followed the same example. Ohwe abusua emu enipa edini no watu womo asese mo wo mediwo ehye we ano wo mediwo hye we ano wo mediwo hye ano na educational system ana ewo ho no educational system ana ede kire se wo nipa bia no wo ho se wo de wo di uhuni na aboa ama oman no akoso yiye. Anything na ya me depa say in doing that research, you know, Mekun say the olden mentality of African governance, you know, is about self-development for nation building. Self-development for nation building. Now, Argentina and Abasa, before say Europe, Europe, you know. Now, empire, your friend of the Carthaginian Empire, and that's the Empire of Carthage. Now, it was the world's famous empire, I mean, in the whole world. Now, the Empire of Carthage was the wealthiest in the whole world. This is North Africa. Etiaka, Western Sahara, Morocco, Mauritania, Babia Ene Libya, Algeria, Tunisia, a friend is saying Egypt, and a northern part of Somalia. Nasa area now was known as the Empire of Carthage. Entina Lebanon for Sidon for Osha Babu Mukra is there, Tyre and Sidon. Oh, now one more beto gold, one more beto enchine, one more beto silk. Our Africa, and a duko mum. Enti edru baby no na Europe for no na one more crown na they were suffering. Enti one eba Africa. Ebeto adinti ebi nkra migrate sani na ye migrated from Africa ye Europe no. In those days no people were migrating from Europe to come to Africa. Because na yen na yedin.
That's
na
right.
But niema say sa no ma nyina egu ye no Also from the beginning, I'm say nipedua biara no, our way of life, our thought processes, our behavior no, affects the universe.
Yes, of course.
But a bedroom say, oh, I feel the ubia enyankoswo, ubia ewade, eniji aba, ahoto aba, na fe edru enkwasiasem, sabi. I know the suminas. Edru enkwasiasem, ana yedi. I feel the emma na nkese, womo eware, etena fie no, emmema no, womo va omani ento enhwe se we ye me yire no ohwe na wakwa kofa oba foforo ana mba mienu ba miensa prostitution na start
Hon Africa for we ni start ye wo ho.
Na se wo mo na Europe for na wo mo migrate aba Africa no
Omo de sa we
na
ne ba.
wo mo abeya adwuma yi na afi de atonkwase asem na afi the rate of immorality no ama say enyansa no asa.
Okay.
Enti nyansa na esa no na je se nkwasi asem sabio ana afi abeda ya adwene mu a ye mfa mu oman pa. Enti no kro a kroketwa bi a na efre no Rome. In those days, and now Rome no. In those days, a Carthage that empire, now Rome was a small little village. Yeah, a man for 2 kwan ya a whole number swear and son no more to us. Acquire said ya Linda Do a hona o Kumasi ufia crack Kumasi no drew baby a boss a gina no ako trade near di no atuaso ako and then Linda Do hona be a yayokro. It was the same kind of thing that Rome, like Italy, was back in those days. Into one movie is Eastern Europeans no one more back Africa, one more besia Rome. No more gina edidi adia sans time they use omu use some ponkoni. They stay there, they sleep there, the next day they continue their journey to North Africa to go and trade. And gradually, I feel there, woman who said, how can we develop as Carthage has developed? And I feel one merchants biasa here woman training rebels gradually to come and infiltrate Carthage and to take over Carthage. And they tried many times, but finally, they about the 3rd time, they were able to conquer. Okay. Rome was able to conquer Carthage, and Carthage became now. And Nyame Patron said, "Abrabo, yekase abraboa, bo obra." You have to always cultivate your life. Always, you have to continuously cultivate as a human being in the process of being. Na ikodru baby na so afi de me nya me ho enti me ye de me pa na se won koso embo ebra se wo bo no a bibia ahwero. Okay. No ma ahwero nso. Eno na de sa problem ya ba sisi ya no Europeans no womo odi enada abehye yen so ya womo age ade a ekuta ye.
And I am paying for it to assume.
And I am paying for it to assume.
Okay, I just want to elaborate just a little bit on it. The method of stealing, the private, say, emra abrofone ba ye nkuro no. Omo no na omo ba be wia efri obibini ho.
Yeah.
Obibini ho. Inti omo method, omo ways, omo laws no, it was to take. Na se see law na kodi yen paying for who are they stealing from their own? Why
their
are
own
they
people.
still stealing? Yeah, why are they still stealing?
Because
sorry, we are talking about self-development. Development. So we develop ourselves. Now what me ediabua otebia ukuro woman. Ghana yen paying for no things this ruling governments. Yen government and that yen mebrune new be say mebrune new be paying for can jimisam sabi and paying for mom can jimisam because the method of stealing from their own say I confused. They think say ya brofo and my ba no ye before or paying be or take Ghana for so your brony and my ba no or your bibini. Emra na obroni di ne ma omo de omo ba ye so omo ba befa yen gudie yen japade na omo de akom kurom na ayom kurom ni ye egudie no na en sustain ni papa na omo dane no ye nipa omo se no ye de omo kwa omo be ye kuro ni ye na omo be chichire yen yen enipa hu hia ntira de bia me kasa asem we onipa wo ye tumi on your own me se me ye nananom boy omo boy say obi ba be ye bosom wo asase so no obetimi e change onipa ni wa nwura fe ye wo nwura bi wo ho a asase bi so se enipa ni wa nwura bi wo hu wo ho se enan ensi ho a when the discoverers the only way they will see say asase we nipa te ho ye wo nwura bi mo ye nananom ye nyansa nyankopon de adue nipam and na yem paying for more Ghana they are all confused they think say they are ruling some some foreigners it won kan ban ho ne awoka aban on ti wo koto and na no enso to yiri Ghana dum so omoma dum so the spokesperson because I say I don't know what you Ghanaians are talking about now who right. You haven't developed yourself. You don't know what your right is. You don't know what your right. Uvo tu ye no. Nipa na wasuma no so nkoye adwuma no nima adwuma kora wo so nkoye. Ufa adwuma no nima adwuma ye so nkoye. Iti okoye no kodidi ye e na oba ye o se o mawi adwuma no unnim sa do na esa nka okodo. Iti wo president, your MP, your ministers, your wine omo a wayi omo peyin bi odi wani bia no wo e na ode ne nan egu wo wachi na wo kunkum ho. This is a treatment of a slave. And I'm not so young. Doctor, and that development, say your best to us. And then your first time, I'm a baby, and no my fick on conte. Into an no, seriously, I found a man say me a gun in my quarter hotel for more than 1 month. I found a member fear. I found a year fear. Into an idea, my tough fish in my home, a fish, papi, me the bear, my back to. NEJ. You are now see young cofa, Lord E. Macbalese. Bako Ikaika Chronobiji. Yes.
Bohobio. Entina make us a sanko fano. Here pa see a sanko na yen nanom titi yen nanom values and money and a year womody bumano and ye see a cofa. Na ye jai sa a brofusem because ye Juni said development is equal to westernization. That is not development because South American, Japan for omonya westerners, but they are highly developed. In fact, omonya highly developed than the westerners. So China for westerners, but they are developed. And you know, say yeshe ya money na amani pa ye nyankopon ode atoto yen say yembe bobrapa na ye ho manfaso na oman enkoso no eno na ese yehwe na ye gya sa pesem nkuminya no because sika na amanfo edi akire no sika embuman nipa enebuman enti se wutimi ehwe na wankasa wotena se na odwon se eninti minim no kura no nti adenti na memfa no kura no enya adwuma adenti na memfa no kura no emmɔ me bra openyi bi to anansi sembi o se nkrofo mienu bi etiase ba kudindi kontompo ana ba kudindi no kura na we na kontompo ka kire no kura da kro se o se ehwa benti no me yanko na ensuo bi a da hoyi na yanko nko dware mu kakra na ye ho enyo yen ana no kresi yo ana wo mokoye enti wo mo ewo nsuma wo mo dware na kontompo efi nsuo no ana no kra atade pa eda ho no ana no kra kofa no kontompo kofa no kra atade ana o hyeye ana odi adwane afi no kra se kontompo ade no me matade no akwa atade be na menhye wo so di atete a kyese me hya enye enti no kra baaya na ne ho adadi enti no ontumi enko ba bia so okọ na kontompo ahye no kra tade no ode nam enti manfo hu na ondwen se ono na ye no kra no nso no kra tade no wache enti no esi ehwe ya brabo se Misha no crata di mi contemporary na misha no crata dia na se me no cra na misha me no cra atade.
That's right.
If you say no cra ne daddy cra in contemporary no ye hu no cra no.
Amen. With the announcement, I love the announcement. I love the announcement. You see, may God make you a seasoned Ghanaian. Now, someone obekano, any season, it is a seasoner. And rather, as I'm not making I must say, Mama, akromfo, because of our ways of yen tradition, yen ways we think say, a mamma say, paying a calentiment kasa paying. But when him say obroni nhyehyɛ ye bi a no ɔde ba ye ne hwɛ mo mpanyimfo no kuramu ye because ɛma wo tena baabi a wote mama onkontomponi ɛhyɛ ɛnokora atade ɛna odidi wusu nti mu nnim who is who he patakeri ya dɔɔso nti ye hu nkremo papa ye nyina ye hyɛ bi ofugu ye nyina ye bo agum na obanyansane de ohu nkremoni ohu no because ɛnya atade na ɔhwɛ enkremoni hu ni yonko kremoni o nya atade o ni o hye ha igbeni hyefugu ayeni se we di o ya igbeni uye we ni na o hyefugu ayeni mu because ye de no kore no na atetew. There are one simple rules on this universe: how to live with the person, how to live with people, and the truth. These two rules Ghana for manyera no o community enye se ye boy yen se e common ya jimi na mum e kom ema wo jimi ohia ema wo jimi sa eno na yeka no develop yourself. Don't argue with a fool. Frankly, they don't care about the truth. Hey, Canada Japan mo hu omu na no me man example se efutuo so be change ama ne mfie kakre ya kai obe fake to be wise obe fake na be ye ne dia. You know, I developed myself about 10. I started thinking differently about 11 years ago. Pepe. I remember that day. Me dwene say me asama ye atro. I won't engage myself in it. I developed na me te area bi na ho nya nso na me koye grocery wo ba bi esikafo no gu. Na me wo border. It instead of say me ko west no na ma bom ko north. Now I started thinking say man dwene we na me na ma change me bibia because now I wanted to develop myself in such a way nothing can put me down. And know the truth, know the laws around you, walk by the law. And yes, if you don't know the law, you will entangle yourself within the laws. Me na me yama me take it na mako kano kore mako jina ho se jonjon. $110,000 me restaurant ye bre me take it me kano kore ne chiro mo pay fe no mo hwe manim se to. You know how much I ended paying? $150. $110,000 I ended paying, no fines. I ended paying $150. And no kura ya ade bi ebue kwan. And no kura ebue kwan e wa ade bi emu. They trying in one thing. Wo de fa ade mako. I fa ade ba ko bi si wani so say no, you will develop yourself into reading. Through reading, Dr. Sogah ono of oyemfinfimu Ghana ye kan mfinfimu no eno ena me kro etumpon eme kro ko nanim eno na ema wo fie development ba ho nkoso ba ho. You say developing yourself through nation building, capacity building. Yen painful esi so omunim how to create a job. They don't know. Almost say obeifo bi siga na ohwinhwim sika. They don't have any answer for you. Opeyi ba umia or so a student. Near teacher ne chere no on graduate ye. Still he is a student because he has now put what he learned into practice. Omo de sika hye ne nsa e free ne nsa say e fifie gu. Ba umia cannot explain anything but to copy right. Ultimate developing himself. Iti ba umia ultimate famu ko be kufuado ono de kon men kana sem wa ha. Omo sisi so nti wo papa don wo Papa Abion, wo Maxwell, wo a wugina ha Papa Ben, mo a mo wa ha nyina ma me abna. Ai Papa Kingsley wa betina brochi enti no onim how to develop others. Mr. Kingsley or your leader na no me ko gina 55 and up no onim say baby a medu captain ɛsɛ sɛ mema assistant no kwan nti nea wasua no ɛna ɔde feedi saa na ɛsɛ anka yɛn mpanyinfoɔ no yɛ yɛn na ɔmo gyina yɛn akyi sei ogyina yɛn akyi sei ɛnɛ wokɔ working site a nkokorafoɔ no na ɔmo draw plan no mmeranteɛ no na ɛbɔ adwuma no mpepra nkokorafoɔ no wokɔ police station nkokorafoɔ no ɔmba retire na ɔmo te office hɔ na ɔmo te computer n'akyi na ɔmo ɛna mmeranteɛ no wɔ the front it is not by mistake investigators a big top time for ɔmo tete ba ɔmo yɛ adwuma n'ankasa tete nkokorafoɔ they don't need to compete with the young ones so Ghana yɛakɔyɛ competitors among ourselves we don't know who we are competing with doctor nyame nhyira wo pa wobɛtumi de your last word papa ras mo na mokɔ akɔyɛ Ghana yie men tena hɔ sɛ wo panyin no anim sene wo you will be wrong doctor your last word
na pese meka etwa to ne se me ye nsuro se ye de fata na ye de ebu ye man it is say wo hwe ye system of education na abrofo no ebe ye to ho na wo mo anye se yenko enim wo mo aye se yenko so ensom wo mo afebo
yes
entino wo mo ye wo mo se wo ye adwuma we are Benjamin, a fellow civil servant, my boy. A fellow civil servant. And you know, one man she said, yen a disua bian, one man she shan say, yen tumpon. One man she shan say, a brebiano, yenya woman, a sum for. Then tea, a miracle say, Ghana, sa civil education name one, civil servant name one, your universities, Woko University. Waka kusua ade mpesa me political political science and I say ni say no abetra office asom one industrial university be ni Ghana ebeboa ma ya develop yen industries University of Science and Technology ya ye woko ho ubi say what are you studying I say I'm studying political science here science and technology well, you know, what's the educational system now? I say, yes, sign ye cheap na ye koshe amania pa nanka ye nanam edibu mayan sana brofono eba omdi asisie ebe wia ye no en ye se ehwe so ombe wia ye na omu jafe ye mpanyifo bi a omo sori ye manage ya pamo wo mo mo koye no yentumi anko ye chi anko faye na nanom de na yaso wo mo de nan mo ne ye de adwuma ana enso no because it is not native to us, it's not authentic entinu yempe hwa ye ko school no uko katwi a ne ya twaso ne ya twa otoma men katwi kabrofo o kankranka ne ya twa otoma men kankranka kabrofo no yen kasa anya yen kasa and now say anglophone and a francophone one phone ain't you know ye Anglias no mo frɛ ya anglophone I say yan Ghana for yetumi aka yen kasa Ghanaian language if so wo kasa anu na ye no kore no wo ka brofu kasa yen kontompo kasa
yeah
anu ana ma ye man no asɛ if you say kontompo kasa ani ye di bu ye man
amen
hwɛ courtrooms the sorry akofa English for jokers comedians in tadia shania tituwase we judges
comedians so any che huhu me
ni tituwase ye judges ye man Ghana asata de we yamane there be so ani to sa no ma we nyina si atwetwene na but before si ye beto atwene no si yetimi nya be asase pa ye de ye nan be si ho ansa na yetumi ato atwene na yetumi etumpon nti mesra atiefo se mo am wo fie mo wo Ghana no mesi ye ya hoboa se ye nkoso entra obroni eman so na obreko a yebetumi akoye ye man ye nti ye ya hoboa na ye nyina ya ba ni abeboa aye ye man ye nti mo am wo fie no mo enso mu na personal development no mo fa no kredie embo mo bra se wo ho kire wo kra masa ho kire no enada wo ma wo nkɔgye obi kapre mfi obi ho enkodi atro fa wo no kredie fa ye adepa fa boa wo ho hwɛ Nyankopɔn abo asase amaye sɛ yenye so adwuma na asase na enhyira ewo mu
Mhm.
na yentumi enni asase no enuban enti me no wɔn na wɔn ni adwuma yɛ no asase ne da hɔ
Yeah.
yɛnkɔ yɛ asase no so adwuma efisɛ nipa bia no ohia aduane a wobɛdie
Bedi.
enti no yɛnhyɛ aseɛ emfiri hɔ na onyankopɔn bebie kwan ama yɛn sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a nokorɛdi a yɛde bɛbɔ yɛn bra no ɛbɛma yɛn so yɛto mpɔn nti yɛde bɛsi ha na next time no yɛatoa so.
Yo, Doc Nyankopon Shrao. Etiefo. This is Dr. Sogah and no. And then we were on the topic, we were treating personal development into nation building. Se unim wo botaya obi enhu so mfaso. Se wo unim wo botaya unim wo hu mfaso a obi enhu mfaso. That is the personal development. Se unim enokre efa wo man anase wo tebia baabi a wo unim eho enokre a obi emeka nkyerɛw ena obi nso ehu enokre nso a efa wo man ho ene obroni ba ye nkuro mu 19 kojo honhon ego de ono ne mmara se ne ebe ye obehwie free ye ho wo gya ye ho yaje Kwame Nkrumah daworoma ye papa osagefo adaworoma nti yaje saa baton yaje ne back ye mfa ahodi a na wo betena so no yaje ye eye den ne ye de same mmara na obi de be wia ye ne ye den ne ye de saa mmara no ewia ye ho. When you are stealing from yourself, you are doing who's a favor. Se uno wo de wankasa won krofo ekom kwasum umma ekom edi omo a, how then do you say you can develop the nation? Onu a wo hwe me, all this is your fault. Una uko vote here, una uko je report, una mo ma sardine es ewo wo musim na moja mo refu amapata mo ko bi ne mo hu ne amaniama e na wakoje milk ewo mreko a Ghana en hwa obi afikyire ewo ahahan esan yare ahahan e ma yare ma wo wudie mu makoje yare cigarette ye de bedada mo free e ba no na ye free ti Ghana ni ehwe no ho brantie no gina ho no fo say eno na aba so eye life e na mo gi buroni de bedada mo up to today China ni buroni ahu say mo ahunyansa say na enya Africa ho say na ye omo abrochi no mo am konsonkoson no mo a ye nananom a omo rebel ye na omo kun ye no e na omo gi omo fa hodie back ama oburoni kura sanachi China se obi bedi Ghana so a Africa so a China ni ama ene China ni wo akonya wo woman so e na wo udi hia o ka se China ni ba as a refugee e ba okuro mu da bi. Develop yourself for your nation, for your home, for your nation. Say yes, develop yourself. I mean, minua enya asante ballot na kwa akoto. Men kwoto aba for Aigbe. Men kwoto aba for Pepe. To aba ma Ghana. To aba ma ukuro. Na education system ma mefo amote Ghana. Mon starting from ontoma, mon starting committee. Ewo mu mfie mu. Nigeria fo ye bi. Ghana fo munje aduane di. Kotidie na doso, etwade adoso, sabi ma no sisamna so. Eno nkoten na munim. Ensanom party. Nanso mamika se mi hwe self development has nothing so obi gi wunyansa, obi gi ufa hudi a wasel. Iti ene Ghana nifo kashiokwa aduane ensese mudi. Ensense se mo no manom. Baby esese mo ahoden ekone nkoho mo emre. Ene education free platform we a whole mefa ne say a social science na ye de amamo free sa no hanom colleges universities. This is a whole course ena moaje Dr. Sogah de abremu free ena ya papa mu. And education is all about research. So what you say, there's nothing obi betimi de amount research omo ma paper no ko ube kwa research out the bar e make sense papa nanim eno ano no wa mark ya mo ahwe niam ehu hia na egu mutim na mo gya asase no ato ene me gidi say ne a watie wo de bɛyɛ adwuma moma yɛn hyirɛhyira yɛn ho na yɛn kɔɛ papa Jacob nyame nhyira me de bia me de nhyira nam moma yɛn hyirɛhyira yɛn ho ba me de video bi bɛto so monhwɛ video no na monhu how less Ghanaians ni ɔse wako school as a obi a what platform as a journalist I don't know the qualification how they get their jobs meaning they are lovely people. This has nothing to do with their personality, but they have not developed themselves to serve masses. They cannot, because it shouldn't be NDC for MPP for explaining what is bad in a nation. It should be a regular Ghanaian, a professor, teacher, ni mami awuba, it was school them. Mami awuba was school them. It should take a simple a farmer. A farmer should come and explain. Hey, a taxi driver should be hammering the public, should be educating. There should be a forumer who teacher for or who nurse for, and then yes, we a civil servant. You see the corruptness. You say you're paying for no obroni ni shisha no e yo mu de etumi ya na Dr. Sogah kan say e ma wo bro etumi ya de bia it intoxicates e ma wo ye zan te say de wa hyewi tumi sa na te ekura wa wo na wo pese okura mu yen papa omode omuni omuhuni nti omodeja ene na mabonten sam bi omakeka wo kokoe mu e ba abonten too many kura omono omunim kasa nso they don't teach them. Ghanaian politician you learn nothing from. Menuya, take wisdom over money. Take wisdom over money. I'm going to put this video on. Try your best to watch. National taxa. Wo yes say the foforo MPP for so another tax eba. E komu beba Ghana serious someone sorry ya. Someone sorry na mo ankyere mutumi e won number simu. Na mo de we omanbuo ne yete say the politics abeye we efekuo ne enam for some politics kumkum ye de ayekuo na se wan sorry a ene yeso wodem a na obi de owo na de afa window nu anadwo e de afa na de akokọ na de afa window inso hye kura ye hye ne de gu so by all means ube pie fidan nu right eho na wobehu sewa nyankopon hyira mo nyankopon ka mo ho nyankopon ma wanimdie nyankopon ma utumi nyame emma wo nyansa a eboro wankasa wo body wo nipedua emma cha eyi wo sinchen na ekyere wade hwe sometimes sanananom kasa na se wutia say when you tap into the spiritual world na se nyankopon obo so ne asase a obi ekwan ahodo emma nipa no a odi wo si asase so ase wo ya bosom asase so a wo kosom ade foforo no wo unim how to be good to yourself wo kosom ade foforo so when you tap into it no mo kire wo bibia ye o semfoni nyankopon ma wanimdie nyankopon emma wo tumi a wodi behu niama eye wo behu nokore wo behu asempa wo ti nokore a mansemfon wo apo those things nama wanumu kasa enye kasa efifi nuawama enye kasa eye nsu a etogu asase paso ma wo kasa mesi utimi hu hiani na okasa utimi hu sanimu nyam enye nisika this Africa pa na hu those things uba brochi a obi anya obi a nyankopon ma wo animdie bi na se baabi a wugina baabi a ohu beba mfaso nyankopon emfa wo ndua ho baabi a wugina nyankopon fa se Ghana se mfaso ma wo nyankopon sort wa wonfa ne magnet en sort ntwimu wonfiri kuro nu na bra be kan ho wa wat nyame nhyira. May God bless you all. Mami abna, may God bless you. Say amen. Wa wonyi nyame ndi su hyira ho nhyira ho ne yenko papa hyira ho ne yenko me de me gi nyame di menim se ma ho ode ntimi age me nana no mu anyame agya nyame oba nyame nkronkron omo nimdie mu ne omo nyansam omo say no omo ni honam ne huhum omo de omo huhum ne dua ayemu no say o man into me man asem no e no tapo yen into okura me mu me yemra ono na e ya mede me ho to ne so me sure say yen doctor onwanim dia e ne Ghana ye ku omu nyina ukokasa say wo Ghana ye beku ntina ye dwane no but ye ba bedo system ye ba bedo ye ma omu nyina se omu nyini ye hu papa no ye bedo ye sate do mama abena may God bless you all continue watching echina me de asem bi ba betudwa I will find a time wo America mesrautie me de ehu ka me de we beto so me pese mutie ye de besua ade bi wate me pese mutie asem bi eniama Ghana ohia ma yetimi ye ewo Ghana ohia ema yehu nipa so ya akokọ echina by 1 o'clock na masim by 1 o'clock na ye wo line no so me nua baabi a ne ho akam te say asem bi ato no wo Ghana na eto asam ne to ewo abrochima mu ha na me pese ye be discuss na wo America wo nim asam no ho bi wo be frɛ me na yetimi ama eyie atoyie nyankopon hyira mo nyinaa.
In 4 years, oil board ni kuku board eba from on the international markets under President Mahama. In 4 years, now your oil field back up pa ye wono. Ye jubilee field so no. Efidia ye di 2 year ho adwuma ye friend of FPS on Kroma na ho touch ma. For 1 year in 2016 ye ntimi to oil wo Ghana. Ni nyina echi no jo Mahama anko Bank of Ghana anko je bosia. Ya no mo nko ayo. O ma je bosia 20 billion e wo Bank of Ghana in only 1 year because of COVID. Because of COVID, World Bank achie $100 million grant. Joma amenye bisa. Because of COVID, Ghana oil sika. Odoma nkoma nyankopon na mo yelo de achie nti yenya no. Onse ye chemu miensa. Emu ohamu chichemu aduoson. Ye say annual budget funding amount. Enu ye de support budget ye de yakwan ye de yempuntu. Ye de fa bi so eto foto bi mu ye say heritage fund. Ye fa nya nchirima. Near the fund be so to stabilization fund. So I want you to that stabilization fund no the aso amount for us. Your mama breso the that sasika na that stabilization fund no or jeje be $200 million. COVID by the amount man penye kufuado. Into when your stabilization fund or you seek $200 million. IMF one grant $100 million. World Bank for the come $1 billion. No matter one another $1 billion this year. Into Kabuma $2 billion. Bank of Ghana we nya 20 billion Ghana cedis. Sika we nyina omo de ayede all because of COVID. Yet tax revenue ama from ahidia. Are you getting me? Free water and free electricity nyema kakra omo ye because they were looking for power no. What check it sika almost you must spend on it just a fraction of sika umenya. Yet no pomo we power we no kwadwo pon kroma say was aban tutu nsuo ne nkania bom because ade no mo de ma free because they needed power. There was yes answer tuaka. Nti COVID no what have they lost? The truth of the matter is that the Ghana ayede no is not because of COVID. I aban na tema wonim ni aban na amamu a wonim ene yesika se ma ma ye ne basa ni ntia.
Nti wo che mo no wantia.
No me ba nyanto wa se. O mai bia mprempren we mu de ni mpanyifo o mai bia for the amount for 100 in times of crisis and say what a 10 year so to provide relief to your people. Now businesses to me bounce back because currently businesses are suffocating. So businesses need bounce back, then you can impose taxes to collect more from the people. Maybe anywhere or you're responsible and sensitive at the time of crisis to be impose more taxes on their people. Yet 2021 in fuel obi say nebo strike can be because I deal with Jumbia the Faka.
But government doesn't control fuel prices.
Government controls fuel 100%. Obi or say government in control fuel your work. And I will explain that to you. And we'll cry there. Why must we even go there? Tamajo Mahama Tisono. And now want to control fuel prices. And near to petrol more. Dr. Bawumia and your man Penny Kufuado said, Dr.
Taxes a guzwa, a bind a guso.
A yama and Sameba, a yama and Sunny determine for taxes, like you just said, exchange rates, because fuel na you consume in Ghana, yakra. It is $1 kosra, petrol bobe kosra. So then the third one, apart from the taxes, apart from the exchange rate, the international market price, and your friend IMP. Now, this year, I buy we at the baller tax. Yanti been paying some that. Ato petrol ni diesel so 10 pesos per liter. Was also the tax for fraba energy sector levies for 20 pesos per liter. Ato every liter of diesel and petrol so. LPG, you say, no, young fan one word, because BDNO a hard environment, and also the 18 pesos to every kilogram of LPG. So, and here this young new taxes on fuel. Then existing ones no more better, and also so much boom boom boss margin a 3 pesos. I'm buying a 3 pesos as 2017. Or 200% at the 9 pesos. Fuel market margin from 3 pesos to 5%, 65%, 67% increment. And you can say road fund levy from 41 pesos to 46 pesos. All the existing taxes and all in this year 2021. It is a full war cost. Number one is because of the taxes. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
See, you bola tax free ho. Ni new SLI 20 pesos per liter you free one petrol bo beba form. Number two is because of dollar na omunti minso anon. Omo opposition getting some dead down kind, especially Dr. Bawumia. He created the impression that we are simunya nsenya na ni team newo. Wan penye Kufuado kra ko gina simpi so during that year also was going by election campaign. Say Dr. Bawumia ye nyansabo akwa. We are simunya nsenya na nyamedi a share the team. Inti na Ghana for wadwin bi say or beba ma dollar beba form, because at the time when Bob Mahama so incompetent until me manage dollar no, that dollar is 372 pesos. The enemy say incompetent for eBay the beba form. He say trim 6 cedis 20 pesos. Call forest bureau bi kra wa blue 6 cedis 20 pesos. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
And also can be na ma petrol boy then. But what I will say, yeah, can I say abaya oba be petrol me.
But we leave
some reliefs being near there.
I was supposed to take effect 1st November. But due to Parliament, she said,
the also about the say, Miriam Betty, I buy we better so as at December 2016, I na petrol gallon back is 16 Ghana cedis, petrol and diesel, and they almost 30 Ghana cedis. This year, 30. Let us say in 4 years, and they've almost doubled the price of a gallon of petrol and diesel.
Yeah, but international prices cost.
International prices. What they may be explaining with you actually. This year, yes, 30 years, na petrol ni diesel gallon back here 22 Ghana, and they drew almost 31, 32. Okay, almost 9 to 10 cedis na afe back in 10 months ato petrol boso. Ebin si Ghana back was muda. This is the first time. Na Ghana for suni ese teswa. O say fuel market margin, the price stabilization and recovery levy.
Yeah.
Okay. On petrol, 16 pesos per liter. On diesel, 14 pesos. Or say almost suspended for only 2 months. Meaning say petrol gallon bo beba form. It take effect. It take effect. It take effect. Petrol gallon beba form. 14 pesos per liter times 4.5. 62 pesos. That is for diesel. Petrol bought from 16 pesos per liter times 4.5. That is 72 pesos. And wo afe baako in 10 months, what to petrol need diesel boom by almost 10 cedis. That's why I was a matter of 72.
OMC are to petrol.
It's an OMC is not too. Yes, there is deregulation. Deregulation, nature say. Yebema international market price, you know. As for mine, any taxes, any exchange rates, any determined prices. Exactly. That is what deregulation means. Yeah. It is a buy to tax more. OMC ni betum. And you go for now tum. I buy now to tax more. Bola tax no and taxes in here or modiabe any OMCs na create dollar kosora any OMCs abaye na was na said yes o ma dollar ba for mana mebo yes so eno number 1. Number 2 no so no ya sounds of the tax be to petrol so eno ne friend of price stabilization and recovery levy say ye be to your tax ama ban esla on fanye kwan on fanye we but ye be sounds what your tax bia eno de ye to petrol ni diesel ni ye de ma ban say on fancy on jeje say sika ni nyinansie na opebre mu na ho kire ba na petrol bo no kosoro wa mansan dwa so a o de say sika na te petrol bo so de aso ya sena ma ye ho atoye enti obi a wo to petrol Ghana ha bia wo tua tax a ye friend of price stabilization recovery levy adwuma e wo say ye ne say petrol bo kosoro a e wo say ban de tebo no so aban we buy in 5 years our taxes no go ma 3 billion Ghana cedis. You can do the calculation because Ghana you consume 5 billion liters of fuel every year. 5 billion. Into you're conservative, not just over 4 billion. Not for petrol. So tax now you know 16 pesos per liter. Diesel 14 to for the cheapest for 14. Now take your consumption also from 5 to 4. Multiply 14 pesos by 4 billion liters are you consuming every year. Now if I multiply 5 years. You get over 4 billion cedis. Sika nko omenya no no. Afi ebo no monfante so a mo se monfante so sika no madi. E no sorry a no didi abuchira trintwe no. No akọ high private jet. Don hwere ba ku bia. Ghana bo ho ka $20,000. Private jet and di wu te kura na we ma show. Boeing 737. Airbus ACJ 320 new. Ghana will be ya to ya de Ghana for $45 million. President Kufuor on the turn 2008. It be do Ghana 2010. Buy a monochian. One of the best presidential jets in Africa. Open African
which
leaders
has been used over the years.
And on President Mahama did too quite President because omu ya we for omu baby omu free. So they always
but that private jet, so my opinion that you had issues with it.
And what? And the entity nyai man say because I my Ghana Japade. What you say? The president Mahama say new you for buy you need baby free. I don't know the two coin.
It's right, wrong is wrong. No matter how you justify.
Mills the other day, Eddie Tukwai. Nana show boy, dear, see Munyanefe. Oped the Barrier Womu, I'll be to me, Barry Womu. Oped the Empaka see sinking size bed, will be to me at them. Oped the Mamu massage. Oped the Barrier Womu, you do
say, and also no more say it had limitations. Nipa do F5 or per se or core, say presidential press corps, or says our press corps, no president now boom co at a go. But this particular one, cannot carry
is not true. Falcon 900 na Ghana Japade na President Kufuor to nipa 15. So person mutna comfortability me nipa 12.
Okay.
Which is the standard
but
size.
It doesn't carry presidential
jet and the different press corps.
Yes, it doesn't carry
presidential jet. Yeah, Falcon 900 na ye will be no one na Namibia president issue. Omo de no 20 years and san ye to ye de. And so Namibia president oko UN General Assembly meeting no de ko e. Omo de na 20 years older than us. And no de ko US. Qatar ye can say Zambia president oko the same UN General Assembly meeting. Or Qatar Airways na ko e. Or the Nipa train na ko e. I don't know the only press corps. Press corps for your commercial flight na dem o ma dey ma ba mu da.
President Mahama businessmen.
Yes, so what you do is nipa what you mo kono dos one man penyin fa presidential jet no mo maka no ya fa commercial. President Mahama or your man penyin no ko US one fa presidential jet no kran koda or the British Airways commercial and no deco we business class no deco like any other citizen. It won't come the one better na so my and which we say we should tighten our belt.
Now presidential flight say problem.
Say but you see when munyina mu to kwan na mo donso sometimes it makes financial sense to fly commercial than to fly the jet and still get other people to fly the commercial. And the same way you be save or money sikenti no 4 years ninyina with the British Airways. And maybe crumple by our fly Ethiopia Airways as president. Okay, we are not saying say Mampenye Kufuor so far British say one of the taste was from. I say he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Ne papa ye mampenye. Ye nim no. O dia say itimi ane de. It would ye fa presidential jet ne den etukwai.
But the security of the president is also important.
Na fa ko 900 ne security ni mu ana. Enye no no de ada ne trotro ya. George Oponwia Liberian president.
No, o used to do two kind of for AU.
Now ono de onye security ho. Na ze grade meti e minua ba ko one ba omia na ye adwuma. Dr. Gideon Boako many no news fa. O ze o mampanyi mpe ye jet ni because is o mampanyi ya tenten ama o tena jet ni mu ntimi ntini nem. Na me say na o mampanyi Akufo do wa change George Oponwia. Ana o wa change o Mahama na. Eno na Guinea Bissau president mo de ama na mo de ode trotro. Is e grade mo de ada ne trotro.
So omo renti.
Amanfo emma is e grade mo de ada ne trotro. Emma beda nkunchire wo mampanyi nche eno ne edikosi omo. Enya sa presidential jet ne edikosi so e wa broni mo. No. Eno ne de ada ne trotro se wa broni say sa presidential jet no. Okoda nkunchire wo mampanyi Akufo ado nche hukuma se ne edibisi ni nkran. So he doesn't value that important asset.
You say you wanna get rid of corruption. Someone want to help you. Now the person become your target.
True for justice.
Jobless no they mean senseless. Poverty no they mean useless. One day them go resist.
True.